Have you ever felt like you couldn't tell anybody what you're really going through in your life? So what do? You just smile. You continue to go to work. You continue to pay your bills. You're taking care of your family. And when somebody asks you, bro, how are you? What's going on in your life? You good? You answer, yeah, I'm good. I'm real good. Even though you really knew that you weren't good at all. And maybe you've been wearing a mask, for so long, you just don't realize that the mask is there anymore. Well, in this video, I want to show you why so many good men start wearing a mask. And it's not because they're fake, and it's not because they're trying to fool anybody, but because, you know what? Somewhere along the way, they've learned that hiding felt safer than them being known. And before this video is over, I want you to be able to recognize where you've been wearing one, or maybe without you even realizing it. Because you know what? Nobody wakes up one morning and decides, you know what? I'm going to hide who I really am. And that doesn't even happen overnight. It happens like one moment at a time. And every time you swallow what you're really feeling, it's like every time you tell yourself, you know what? I'm just going to deal with this later. Every time somebody asks you, bro, how are you today? And you answer, I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm straight. Because you know what? That's really easier than telling the truth. And you know what? Brick by brick, the mask that you have is getting built. And you know what? Here's the craziest part. The mask isn't fake. It's the version of you that learns how to survive, if that makes sense. Because your mask can always be that you're the provider. Maybe it's always you that you're being the strong one. Maybe it's always, you're the one that's always having the answers. Maybe you're the one that's making everybody laugh, so nobody notices that you're hurting from the outside. People admire you, but on the inside, you're asking questions that you never said out loud. When was the last time someone really knew me? Do they love me or just what I do for them? Brother, I need you to catch this, because the longer that you wear the mask, the more normal it feels. Until one day, you stop asking yourself, who am I? And you only ask, what does everybody really need from me? And you know what's the interesting part is that this isn't a new problem, because men have been hiding since the beginning. After Adam sinned, God asked him, where are you? And Adam answered, I was afraid, so I hid. Fear. It was fear, then there was hiding, then there was covering. I want you to think about that. The very first response to was fear. It wasn't fighting, it wasn't running, it wasn't even hiding. And you know what? Today, we don't hide behind trees. We hide behind titles. We hide behind our careers. We're hiding behind what the world thinks success is. We're hiding behind our responsibilities. We're hiding behind our business. And sometimes behind the words, you know what? I'm good. I'm fine. I'll be all right. But can I be honest with you? There was a time in my life where I thought being a strong man meant carrying everything by myself. I thought strength meant never letting them see you struggle. I thought if I kept producing, if I kept providing, if I kept pushing, everything would eventually just feel right. But it just didn't, because I wasn't just carrying responsibility. What I really was doing, I was hiding behind it. And one day, God confronted me with a question I couldn't even avoid. He said, am I becoming the man that he created me to be, or just the man that everybody expects me to be? And you know what? That question changed me. And bro, let me ask you something. Who knows the real you? Not your job, not your title, not your role. The real you. Who knows the man that's behind the responsibilities? Who knows the man that's behind the smile? Who knows the man behind, you know what? I'm good. Because the greatest danger isn't wearing the mask. The greatest danger is wearing it for so long that you forget it was never your face. There are two men watching this video today. One man already knows that he's been hiding. The other man thinks, you know what? This is just what being a man is. And my question to you right now is, which one are you? Maybe today I'm not asking you to take the mask off. Maybe the first step is simply being honest enough to admit that you are wearing one. Because you can't change what you refuse to recognize. And recognition is really where transformation begins. So if this message spoke to you today, subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. Because every week I'm helping men answer 4 life-changing questions. The first one is, who am I? The second one is, why was I created? The third, what am I created for? And the fourth is, what are my responsibilities as a man? I'll see you in the next video.